Alright, hello everyone. I'm here to do a quick little demo, and then I'll be sharing it, of course, amongst everybody. Let's see, there's gotta be a way where I can share it. Okay, I have no way of doing it from here. That's weird. Okay, well, I guess I'll have to share it later. But this is my live, and so I want to say happy Cinco de Mayo. And so I'm just going to make a real quick salsa because, well, I need more salsa. So I'm going to be using our PowerChef System. Makes life like a lot easier and quicker to chop up things and make, delicious salsas and many other mixtures. So let me go ahead and get started. Now, first things first is you do have the choice of the whipper or the blade. So we'll be using the blade today, and which is great. They have these safety guards on there. So you take this off and you stick it in here. Now be sure that once you are done, when you do wash it, this is dishwasher safe, but do not put this in the dishwasher because of the blades itself can go dull, and it is stainless steel, so you know what dishwashers can do to stainless steel items. Plus be very, very, very careful when you wash it, because I have already cut myself twice when I was hand washing it. It is very, very sharp, hence why it's such a good product. So to make my salsa, I take a clove of garlic, and then I add onions, which I had some leftover onions, sliced onions, so I figured, well, I might as well use them up before they do go bad, because nobody in my house really eats a lot of onions. I think I'm the only one that does. Alright, and then I put another onion in there, and let me cut up this one too. It's a little too big. Okay, stick this one in there, and stick this one in there. Okay, so what I'll go ahead and do is I'll go ahead and chop up that, plus I add a little bit of cilantro, which I keep them in our fridge smarts. And which is great with these is that they have these little areas where I'll let you know if you need to put it have it open, half, or closed. And so in this case, we have it open for cilantro. And as many of you know, with cilantro, it doesn't last very long. I've had the cilantro in here for almost 2.5 weeks now. And look, it's still usable. Now, if it was any other, thing that you use to put your cilantro in, you know how long it would last. Not very long. So I just put in a little bit of cilantro, not too much, because too much, I guess, can be a little too spicy, I guess you could say. With me, I don't do too well with spice. Call me wimp. Hello, Deanna. I'm just doing a real quick demo before my husband gets back and the dogs start going off, as you might know how my dogs act. Alright, so then we go ahead and chop these up all together. Alright. Pull this little string here. Do a few tugs. Alright, everything gets mixed. Oh yeah. As you can see, chopped up really well, including the cilantro. Alright, now I go ahead and add some extra little ingredients. So I put in 1 teaspoon of the balsamic, or actually, I usually put about 1 tablespoon, so it was like 2 of these teaspoons of it. And of course, 1 tablespoon of your lemon. So in this case, I have a teaspoon in my hand. So I'll just fill this up twice. Okay. And then we want to put a 1/2 teaspoon of your paprika. Okay, so there's your 1/2 teaspoon of that. And of course, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. You don't want to get too much because you don't want to end up making your salsa way too salty. Nobody likes a very salty salsa, do we? Alright, and then I add my tomatoes. I usually use fresh tomatoes. Some people use the canned tomatoes, things like that. I like using fresh. So I had some leftover tomatoes from the other night when we had hamburgers. So I'm going to go ahead and use those up. And in my other fridge smart, I had some tomatoes in there. Which in this case, I had these tiny little tomatoes that I had in salads. So I need to kind of use them up right now. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out those tomatoes. Throw them in like this. You can put as many, usually you put like 3 medium like Roma tomatoes. But since I got a bunch of these little ones that I need to use up, I'll just use them all up. Okay, because what I have in here, as far as the little tomatoes, baby tomatoes, is equals to about 3 of the Roma ones. All right. I'll put my other tomatoes back in there in my fridge mart, and that way I can have these tomatoes for the next time I need them. All right, which, like I said, fridge marts are very nice to have. Keeps everything organized in your stuff. All right, so now we got all the tomatoes in there and the seasonings. Start plugging away. Oh, it's starting to look really nice. Yes, it was, and they were still good. And you know when you have sliced tomatoes after a week, they would be no good. I had them in that fridge mart. They lasted all this week, and they were so usable. Now look at that. There's my salsa, ready to rock and roll. And now I can have it as my little snack because I love salsa. Usually don't last very long with me. So let me go ahead and take the cell out and put it in my my container, which I have the Crystal Wave here. I use this Crystal Wave a lot to put my salsa in. One of these days I'll have a complete collection, which is what is my goal. But like I said, what's Cinco de Mayo without homemade salsa? Now you can make it as spicy as you like. So like in my son's case, he would probably put ghost peppers in his. But you can put jalapenos in it. You can put chipotle in it. But for me, it's perfect without any kind of extra spice. Alright. And if you do wash this in the dishwasher, make sure you take out the bottom ring that's on the bottom, because you don't want to wash it in the dishwasher. It may melt. But look at the outcome. Oh yeah. So I'm going to be snacking on this for a little bit while I watch Shrek, because Shrek's on right now. So happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody. I hope you enjoyed my live here. And until next time, it's time to eat.